Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off and running from Houston. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good.
Stroud in the air to start us off. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Let's go. Hey.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Here we go.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Good.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Catch made by Mitchell. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. He'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, they'll run. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And the downhill charge gets there and touches this one right at the 14. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Right up the gut. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the gun, Stroud. Finding Collins. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Motioning the tight end now. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. Big man's showing up the yards. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Has the Houston touchdown. The Texans go up 6-0 here in the 1st. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs then, Miss Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
PAT effort coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Yellow.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Falls to the ground out left. Incomplete. Tried connecting with Xavier Worthy there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Yellow.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw Mahomes. He has the first over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Yellow.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Running this one left. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Play action, Mahomes. Finds his fullback. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll run here on first down. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Pressure coming from Mahomes. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. To the air, Mahomes. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Christian Harris picks it off. Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. They will not get another play off. We're at the end of 1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. They motion a receiver left. Trying again, following the sack. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now it's Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended target. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Out comes the field goal team for the Texans. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And it stays a 1-possession game at 7 points.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st down throw, Mahomes. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Yellow.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Yellow.
Give now to the running back. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Trying to push this past the marker. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They give it to him again. Will score. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7. Butker on now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
All right.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Short pass brought in. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All right.
1st and 10 from the 41. Throwing is Stroud. Completed to Collins. And they get this down to the 28. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the Combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
All right.
2nd down now, 7 to go. To the air, Stroud. He finds Mitchell, complete. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. And it's the Texans looking at 1st and 10.
All right.
Plowing up the middle. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here we go.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Hey.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here we go. Let's go.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here's Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Going ground on 1st and goal. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Stroud. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week, because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Stroud. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Boy, take a look at that. Look at him locking down his area of the end zone. They could bring it in close enough to take shots, but there are no easy touchdowns.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so now it's going to be 3rd and long.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's loaded another one up. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Yellow.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, they shoot the pass to try and bring up third and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing a run was coming. And, boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
Third and long for Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Carlton Davis. And the Texans are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
They're out and set. First and 10.
On the quick, right?
Here's a give up the middle. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Stroud from the pistol. He puts everything behind this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
Here we go.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. From the gun, Stroud. Finding Collins. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10. Tucker now in motion right. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on first down. That brings up second and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Right.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Right.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. He brings it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
All right.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Right.
Hand off to the back. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Right.
They'll send him up the middle. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Texans push their lead further to start the half. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow.
Blown back gets the handoff. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Yellow.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Mahomes. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy. And they make the tackle at the 38. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Yellow.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, they'll run. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Right up the gut. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Yellow.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Yellow.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 21. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Yellow.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes. Dump off caught by his back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Up and good from Blankenship. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Boy.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Gets everything he has under this throw. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Texans in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Over.
Pressure comes, Stroud. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Over.
To the air, Stroud. Complete out to the right side. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here we go.
1st and 10 from the 41. There's the handoff. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go, let's go.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Here we go.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Second and 6 coming up here. This time it's a passing play. Into traffic, complete. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage, or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
On the quick, right?
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Motioning him from the slot right.
Hey.
Stroud now on 3rd. They did it! He made the interception! There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Yellow.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Launches one deep downfield. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's Worthy running the slant. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. First and 10 from the 41.
Yellow.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Past midfield to the 45. And he's finally taken down at the 39-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Play action, Mahomes. On target to Worthy. And they get this down to the 28. It's a pickup of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. Here's the handoff. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Yellow.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Mahomes now. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Finds a seam, left side. He's off to the races. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Lining up now to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Returnable from the 2. And look at this return. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Mahomes trying again after the pick. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And now they face 2nd down.
Read and react. Read and react. Read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Yellow.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Texans have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans nearing their 2nd win in the campaign. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to the well again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Already.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. He'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it's a win for the Texans. Well, tip of the cap, Brock. You could not question that they brought some fight to the field, try to throw their best punches, But we both know an opponent playing well, a road game, a hostile crowd getting after them, just too much to overcome.
If you can't get the win on the road, and listen, more than half the time you won't, a coach at least wants to see his guys keep fighting and scratching and clawing until the final whistle. I think they at least did that, but there's going to be plenty of other areas to work on when they get to the practice field this week.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.